This is Bentonville, Walmartville.
This is not Bentonville.
Okay, I want to do something right now since you said that. 3 cities in Arkansas. Name them right now. Walmartville.
That's not a city. It's Little Rock.
Bentonville.
Little Rock.
Kansas City borders everything. You remember last time you thought I was right? Isn't that city?
There's Big Rock, I think.
And there's Walmart-ish, Phil.
Yeah.
No, sir, I don't know anything about Arkansas. I'm going to admit right now.
Good news is that we can talk whatever we want about Arkansas. Not gonna get canceled because there's no internet here.
Football's not bad. The football program at University of Arkansas, whatever city that may be in, that's probably in Walmartville.
Dude, do you see the mansions flying in? They have some sick mansions.
Really? I didn't see it. I saw
Probably the Walton family or something. I mean, those mansions had to be at least 100 grand.
We're definitely. This is just the level that my brain thinks. Is there anything besides
Dude, it literally
Bentonville?
says Kansas.
Oh, so I was right. Again, look at. I said my 3 cities, and one of them I said was Kansas. I think Kansas City also touches.
No.
Kansas City.
Oh, Arkansas.
The word Kansas. I know, but listen. If the word Kansas is part of Arkansas, so you know Kansas City yet again.
Oh my God.
One more time, touches it. You didn't think it touched Missouri. It does.
I was gonna freak out.
You would have died if once again Kansas City. I'm like, how can that city be in every state in this part of the world?
It's like it borders every state. What the hell?
In this part of the world, are we in the middle of the country? This is another question.
I think it's like.
Is this the middle of the country? I have no knowledge of this place.
North middle, north center. I don't. South central.
Okay, South Central. That's known.
Northwest Arkansas. What's up, man?
Come on, man.
How you doing, Tony?
Good. How are you?
Good to see you, bro.
Well, I'm wearing glasses because I just had eye surgery. But first of all, let me say hey. So we were like, okay, right now on film, and you guys can't answer, but I'm going to try a little bit more. 3 cities in Arkansas: Walmartville, Bentonville, and what territory of Arkansas are we in? And can you name? Well, Kansas City touches everything. It does. Last time, but are we on a map? Are we north? Like, what's north of this section of the state that we're in? That's for you. Go ahead. I think it could be Roaring River. But we are literally. Finally, there is one great, amazing thing that I definitely know about Arkansas. KISS Spirit, KISS Sidewinder, birthplace.
Yep.
And I'm ready to do some work, but mainly I'm here for work. So this is not a vacation. I want to work. Allen wrenches.
Nobody's gonna trust you to make any.
You know what I do with an Allen wrench?
0 rebreathers, you'll be.
I would dive a rebreather you built, Woody.
I'm going to. I'm rebuilding mine, baby. And
of course, with supervision, of course, but
a little bit, a little tiny bit of help, maybe, possibly.
Yeah.
What are you doing? We're not going back.
Loading up Mike's 98th truck. Yep,
That's
secure.
You didn't do anything.
One of them secure. This one on top, the orange case one, could.
There we are.
All right, this is a standard work day. Man, it's all right. Let's go. We got a long shift ahead of us.
Oh wait.
Let's do it. What?
It's lunchtime. Let's go have lunch.
Yeah. All right. Shift's over.
1 hour later.
Okay. So here we go, folks. Hold on. Let me put my glasses. We just had lunch.
Why did I have to get yours too?
Well, because there's different levels within the factory. There's the beginner level, labor, manual. I'm more of a machinist and engineering.
Not true.
I'm in the machine and engineering part of the shop. So here we go. We just had lunch break. which basically was right at the beginning of the shift. Don't forget to close the pickup truck door.
I got it.
And now we enter the factory, which, show you this. So now the shift begins, is work time. I'm ready for engineering and machine oriented. Oh, this is cool, hold on. I gotta show you guys, I'm taking in every little part. Look at these beautiful colors. Wow. Wow. The SV is, this is some good looking ones right here. I don't see pink.
Dude,
Take a picture of the cannon.
they could make dive truck ones.
Not sure what relevance this has to KISS, but it is cool.
I would cover that
That is so
while
neat.
we were teeth diving.
Okay, check these guys out. Ladies and gentlemen, who wants to dive? This guy. Probably fine.
That's a LAR system over there from the SEALs. And I'm thinking this is
Oh,
a
wow.
German.
That's so cool.
Yep.
You just strap this on your chest and go.
Now, these are cool.
Those are beautiful.
They could make dive truck ones.
All right, we got a lot of parts here, which I'm gonna need some 022s for my part,
No, you don't.
and I'm definitely using the 35s. You know what you know why I need those, right?
For sure, you don't need any of that.
I need a 22, a 35, and then Tony and I later in the day are gonna do some 220 replacement because we need that.
left your gluten.
Right here, this is the master. The master right there. This is where his brains invent.
Dude, look what they've been all over the world,
Yeah.
except for South America.
We've kissed the world. Check it out, everybody. Wow, check this one out. We got one
Maybe in
rebreather.
a city.
I got one
near you.
rebreather right there.
Amazing. All right, Woody, get to work. Break is over.
I'm ready. I gotta get
No,
my.
you're not ready. Woody, you need to get dressed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what?
I don't. That's right. Dude, I have to be in a factory. Yes.
What is going
That
on?
is what I'm. Oh my. I've been an old school factory worker for years.
No.
Yes,
What?
I have. I'm a factory guy. There's not a machine. When you wear this, you automatically know how to use every saw, drill, torque, wrench ever known to man.
I hope they fit.
It totally changes your ability of factory cleaning. Oh, these are nice. And you don't think if I wear this that I can
Wow,
run a saw?
that fit pretty good.
What's the accent here in Arkansas?
Arkansas accent? Factory?
Yeah.
Factory or non-factory? They have two different components.
Yeah, the factory one.
The factory is,
Get your ass to work.
that's one. That's one. All right, so let's go on back here to my post. Back here is my rebreather. By the way, there's just stuff everywhere. I'm sure we're seeing people's rebreathers. I want you world to know I got your rebreather. That's awesome. Okay. This is going to be like next level of tools, I'm pretty sure. There's just stuff everywhere. Of course, Mike's collection of, wow. Mike, you got a 6.27 fiber. That's huge.
Those are all 6-inch or better.
Yeah, those are huge.
Yeah, I do have a problem.
Gus, whatever this, whatever.
You need
Wow.
some teeth for your giveaway.
Dude,
I do have a problem.
You are. But the thing is, when I
It's
go,
about half of them.
oh my god,
dude.
Yeah, take that one.
he's just got so.
Put that one for your giveaway.
All right, so somebody's
What?
somebody's gonna win this tooth.
Let's
Remember,
see what size is it? That's 5 points.
which is big. This
Five
is a
and 3/4.
5 3/4 inch tooth. I promise you, by him saying that, we will give this away.
That's awesome.
So this is one of our giveaways, for sure.
I think that's one I found.
That's nice, Tony.
Yeah, I must have stole it from you somehow. Probably when you were hanging on deco sideways.
All right, cool. So look at that. Somebody's going to get a tooth writer. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I'm going to put it right here, safely. And I know I'm going to have some real factory glasses. Don't need those. But in all seriousness,
Dude, look at the poster
game
from the
time.
movie. Ancient Caves.
but Mike, so every one of these are stations where you're obviously, so like the sewing machine, there's a purpose as it relates to rebreathers and all this.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times I don't have harnesses or things I need, you know, or we make our own counter lungs, like for the side kick.
Okay.
And so we have a sewing machine, and I even got a big industrial one for sewing the heavy webbing.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I mean, these are all stuff for putting the heads together.
So somebody's job during the day, they have certain stations and jobs.
Yeah,
right?
Tony pretty much works in this area. He puts, see how he's got a bunch of DSVs that he's in the process of building there.
Yes.
But
But like this part, so you have this,
So
for example, do you buy these made by somebody for you?
So we used to make them, okay, but then we got to where production was more than what we can handle, and so we have these made by a friend of mine, has a CNC machine shop, and so he makes those for us. Well, now they're being made by you know, the new KISS Europe.
Okay. I have a friend that has a CBS shop, but not a CNS shop.
What?
And then
It's two different levels.
this is where we wire up
Look at
the
this.
computers and the cables. We make
Okay.
we make the cables.
buddy.
We get
Fisher?
the cables in Ross, you know. So we make it differently.
Oh, I see. So look, right here's got the raw, and then they literally go down to making the cable, which I
Yeah,
gotta say, I
we,
did not know that.
We make, you know, we install the Fisher end and then terminate the Molex end.
Why is there what's the microscope?
So we used to make the little circuit boards, the cell isolation circuit boards, and you have to solder the resistors on. And so we were making the little circuit boards.
I'm glad you used clear weld part B, because I've always preferred it
But
to part A.
Never seen that in your life.
but since we started doing the circuit boards that are, you know, the whole board, I'm getting them pre-made.
Yes.
But now, and this is something we're working on now, is going to a
Ooh, it just looks solid. I don't know what it's going to do.
a coaxial sensor instead of. But this is not the one like Brian uses. Brian uses the one that has the female coaxial, and we're gonna
Maybe Brian
do the
can't
one that uses the male end, because we can do a better cable.
Wow, you can just look at this solidness of this guy. That's going to be nice. It's very nice.
And the part that wears a lot will be on the sensor, which will get replaced every year, instead of on the board, which would wear out eventually.
Gotcha.
So
Very cool.
it's one of the things we're experimenting with right now.
Very neat.
But no, the circuitry was so tiny, I had to have a magnifying to be able to solder.
Very neat.
Wow.
So what is my first job? I'm pretty interested in my post.
Well,
You can start by opening my bags.
we need
and
to
getting all
get
this
Gus
stuff out.
configured. We need to get his side.
Yeah, because Gus's unit is, he tweaked his own, and in terms of streamlining, he went opposite.
I think
He unstreamlined his unit.
we're actually here so Mike can learn from the stuff I did
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, maybe so. Maybe.
for
Let- I
future
wanna- look,
for future units.
Let's have this conversation now. I want to see if any of the stuff that you made stays. Any of the modification stays. If one of them stay, I'm gonna give you a high five credit. If one, just one. That's how much I think we're gonna change it.
And then you have your Spirit.
Oh yeah, I have my
And we're
baby.
We're gonna look
I'm just
at
gonna look at her
streamlining
and streamline her.
Well, what we'll do is I will explain to you why I do things the way I do them, and if you like that
I will,
concept,
which I will.
you know, but
Yes.
you know, and there's always risk and reward. Okay, you give up one thing because it gives you better benefit here, but you know it makes it harder to do that. You know, I mean, there's always.
You had me at YI.
And so I'll show you how I
Perfect.
would set you up, and then you choose what you want to do.
all of it.
Be a tough choice. So they're doing surgery on Gus's unit.
So can you reach this easily
No.
on a dive and change it.
No, you can't. I have to hook it up for him every dive.
Nobody. You just be the camera person.
Last
So
round
that's
of
one drawback,
modifications
right?
that Gus did, we
Because you
called it
can't
the
make
Death
switches
Winder.
Correct.
on the dive.
Yeah.
Okay.
And plus, it's over shoulder, and you can see it's fed through all of this, so I wouldn't be able to plug into a tank on the other side or anywhere else.
So one of my big things
So it makes
is
no
I
sense.
want to be able to plug into any gas at any time, even your stage bottles.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you were to put an Omni plug on every one of your stage regs and your bailout bottles, that would get very expensive. Okay.
That's right.
So that's why I use the
Low pressure
low pressure inflator.
Yeah,
Okay.
it should
as
switch.
as a plug-in.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but there's a drawback to that too, is that it can come unplugged. Okay. Whereas the Omni can lock. Okay. Now you're not running a BOV on this, right?
No.
If you were running a BOV, this has a lot better flow than the low pressure.
Yeah.
Okay. And so if you
You
were
said
running
yeah,
a,
like you
I understand what you're saying.
agree with it?
if you were running a BOV, it would be a good idea to continue
Definitely did
running
not.
an Omni.
He did not know that.
But you're not. So I would, one of the first things I would do is I would switch this to a low pressure inflator plug in. And the other thing is I would have this where you could get to it easily.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you want to continue doing over the shoulder though, one of the things you could do is route this around your neck instead so that it came down over here where you could get it easy. Well, and I would put a little bit longer one.
Okay.
Okay. But then you can plug any tank into it easily.
Okay. So I could go on the right or on the left, whichever.
Right.
So which modifications based on the beginning of this story
We just said
are
we're
we
keeping-
going to keep?
We're keeping the over the shoulder method, which I invented for the Sidewinder.
It's hard when this happens.
Dude, you're the cameraman. Just turn
I'm
it
just a
around.
few.
You don't have-
Mine's questions. It's like an interview. So whatever you did
Trying
not
to-
invent
trying
is
to,
being removed. So in all honesty,
wanted
we're just modifying his
What I
entire
wanna do,
unit.
though, is
He
I wanna get it off,
he took the
and then-
Sidewinder
because what
and
we
he
need to do is
just
start with the base,
debauchery what he
with
did
the
to it.
canisters and the right-
Screwdriver, I feel like.
We ought to probably test it.
Well, that was one of his modifications as well. That thing that they can't get off. That is now.
I know, it's so good that
Right. It's going to be cut off.
even
and
the guy who
permanently-
invented it cannot even.
So that's gone forever
That's not.
because there's no purpose.
No.
This is nice being the camera guy. Okay.
Now we're gonna get it.
Yeah.
Now we can access stuff on
Wow.
the unit.
Thanks.
Um,
One of my best.
I'm gonna go ahead and take
Inventions.
this off.
Yep. That's gone forever.
I didn't do that part. That came.
What did you do to your Sidewinder? What did we call your unit? We're gonna turn it into a Sidewinder. I get that, but what did you call it?
It's
Something else?
Sidewinder X.
That's, yes.
Oh, okay, that's your.
Also known as
Yeah.
the Death Winder.
No, it's.
By gosh. It's gonna be nice for me not to have to hook up everything on you every time I go with you because I'm tired. It's a lot of work. And by the way, Mike flies like we would have been taking a long time to do all.
Tony is gonna take you over with this, and we're gonna test this to see.
Yeah, I need a port plug
Here
in.
we go.
You need.
Going to the
you need
testing
one-
area.
They're gonna
you've got
adjust
your
the
drawer
drip
in that
for
one,
expert
and
level.
then your-
Tony, put it on the elite setting.
Elitist. All right, here we go. So over here, this is Tony's area. You can tell it's Tony's area because there's, historic weapons nearby, which is kind of cool. A really cool picture.
Lee, that's down at your place, Woody.
Also, this one.
That's the one we're down there
I
down
guess
with you.
I
Love
wanted to. I set this up,
AKA Coke,
So,
iron, and
change the buckle
steel.
that came with
That's nice.
but I.
Coke, iron, and steel work area only right here by Tony. And he is about to test this bad boy. Who knows what level it's at, because for sure Gus has never, ever tested this. I will let you know what's going on your...
Come here so you can learn what I did over here.
Have you anything
that's
stayed connected?
Mike is speechless.
A non-adjustable. Poke it
I know
together
he's
thing.
speechless.
Right. So you just pull it and hook it,
Yeah.
All right. So put it
and
on.
then it locks. You don't have to fed it and whatever. It's always the perfect fit.
So are we going to get rid of that?
So when you change suits, you don't change suits. You always wear a dry suit, right?
Correct.
So
Here you go. Let's put this on. So one thing that we want to do is we want to get your canister.
You mean one more thing that you want to do?
You're being so negative.
No, I'm just kidding. This is good. I'm proud of you for accepting the change. And it does look like you did one thing that may or may not stay. This giant metal connector may or may not stay. So you got a maybe.
Well,
which is solid for the one part. Remember I told you you win if one thing stays. And that
well, you're gonna keep that harness, right? Oh wait, let me show you a better harness.
look at this, Woody. This is another modification here.
That you made, or
Yeah, of course.
that modification
So
has been on.
No, this
You're talking about that little part right
It
there?
doesn't use a bolt snap. It just uses a little hook.
Okay. I'm not going to say whether or not it's good or bad. If it remains, you get the credit. But there's probably reasons why we're going to get rid of it. But I want to see what's going on with your IP pressure, because you probably check it regularly, don't you?
Well, I mean, once every time I come here.
All right, we're going to check Gus's IP pressure on his first stage for his O2 in just a second. What fault tolerance level do we have here?
What we want to do on the intermediate pressure of a first stage is set it at 150. 150 is for the majority of divers the correct setting.
Okay.
But a lot of dive instructors will do a test, kind of a metabolic rate
Yeah.
underwater, and see if somebody's IP can be turned up and turned down.
Mine had to be turned down. You may remember that I had to send it back here. It was just because I just metabolized super slow. So
Yeah,
Mike did
yeah.
tweak mine a while ago, and it's been perfect ever since.
So we're at about 155,
Whoa.
which isn't bad. 150 is the standard, you know, but he's reading 155, and I can take this cap off and turn it down.
Hey Gus, we're gonna change your IP pressure because yours was no. So another item that we're changing on your unit is that
What is it?
150.
155, it's not high, but it's,
No. He may have it set a little higher for metabolic rate.
yeah, we were talking about that.
I've never touched that.
He has no idea, but thank you for giving him credit like that.
So when you say
155 is really not bad. You know, it's not way high.
It's not bad.
What usually happens when people dive,
Yes.
they're first stage for a long time, they'll come in at 80, 90, and that's too low for anybody.
Yeah.
So people will send their whole units in and want everything tested and rebuilt,
Yes.
and that's what I commonly find.
Okay. That
You
makes
know,
sense.
so it's
Why
really-
does it just fade over time naturally if they're not in there adjusting it?
That's how I feel, because
Okay.
most of them that come in are low.
So I guess so.
And then
Alright.
we'll probably also check. He has a top loader,
Yes.
and we'll check it as well. And the biggest thing we get with those is the orifice is dirty.
See what we got.
So what you'll find is if divers, about depending on how much they dive, about every 3 or 4 months, there's
Yes,
a little
there it is.
little synthetic ruby in there, and they get really dirty. The ruby will get clogged up. It won't
Okay.
flow right. So if you'll take yours just about every 3 months, or depending on how much you dive, put it in a
This thing, the digital ultrasonic cleaner.
yeah,
Okay.
and we'll set that, and it'll clean the ruby up. If it still won't pass, then we'll replace the ruby.
Because most of us have our own.
Okay, and you're attaching here.
Wow, you look like you're.
This is good.
I'm not. This doesn't look like you're working.
I was going to be doing all the work, but
You have a
then
giant Coke in front of you and a dog on your lap. That's not what I would expect during working hours.
well, that's KISS. That's the KISS mascot there, and so you gotta.
Oh, okay, so Kiss Mascot's fine. Where is she?
You scared her.
Oh,
Yeah, she's over there petrified.
okay.
Yeah, let's see. We'll go a little shorter.
What are we shortening? So anything stay yet?
Well, it's
Okay. This thing I am very proud of Gus. For
I
putting-
actually copied that from YouTube. Meaning, in spite of all these challenges, I can still dive.
Right, but now we'll be able
If
to
anything,
dive.
that should
But
be
now we'll be able to start the
reward.
dive. This is the good news.
Yours is perfect, so you're
Guess
kind
how-
of it's easy for you.
Well, guess how long it'll take us now to start the dive. Once you get in the water,
gonna
it's
get
a
it down
general
from an
hour
hour
to
and
an
a half.
hour and a half
to 1 hour.
to 50
That's
minutes,
pretty
1 hour
good.
salad.
That's pretty good.
Okay. That's how we roll at Dive Talk, the Dive Talk tech team.
we need to put a bungee on here though, because we want to bungee the top down. And so we'll put a clamp on here with a bungee for that. And what we'll do is
So this bungee's not enough?
that's the bungee on the wing.
That's for your wing.
Yeah.
But we want to bungee the canisters down.
So they'll be
So the
tight.
canisters stay in.
Okay.
We probably need a little bit longer bungees for you.
Okay.
Well,
That's
maybe. I'm just
unrelated. That's the muscles.
theoretical, but I'm gonna guess yes.
We're also going to clamp.
I think it's mainly because of my frog cake is too powerful, so we need bigger, more.
I'm gonna say yes on the longer bungee suggestion for
Well,
reasons
we're
that
going to hook
are.
them in a different place too. Instead of hooking them to your D-ring, which is going to try to pull your harness apart, we're going to make the bungees where they hook to each other. Okay, so the canisters are being held independently of your harness, and it gives you a good thing to tuck hoses in and things like that.
Could they attach to this ring right here
Well,
No.
instead of across to this little loop?
you could, but you're defeating the purpose still.
Because you have the chest one, and then you have the little ones on the side. So
So on you, we probably could. Okay. Because
I'm just asking. I just want.
because you're a good healthy
Because
size.
you're,
That's
you're
right.
a weightlifter or some sort.
On me, I can't do that because my bungee would only be this long, and I couldn't pull it
Because you're ripped and stuff like that.
because I'm too thin.
All right, I'm going back over to see what's going on with your MAV. So far, just to keep you updated. Honestly, we're just rebuilding this whole unit. For this part, we have a manual out. For your top loading MAV, and we're slowly getting it ready for.
We got to take the hoses off to.
You gotta be careful, right? Because that Deluron can strip easily. I know that. Remember when I was in the maintenance class and I stripped mine in 2 seconds? Remember? I was so bad. I was one of the worst maintenance students probably, but I still got my diploma. I did graduate from the maintenance class, but I was not good. I'm not gonna lie.
The biggest concern on the button styles.
No talking over there. Focus on your station. All of a sudden, I feel like I know a lot about tools. The second I put this on, do you know the torque I could do now? But without this on, no torque.
Do you know what that word means?
Of course. I do that with my 3/4 mm. So everybody sees that. All these things, they take time. So that's why when you're sending your unit back here and you wonder, well, it takes time. Every little adjustment, every little piece, it just takes time, right? You got to be careful. He could strip something out if he rushes it, and it's got to be done right. So it takes time, and they care about every single unit. So Gus, we're remeasuring his unit, it looks like, for size. You've been bulking up?
Well, for years now.
No, but this is awesome, dude. I'm happy for you. It's going to be great changes.
That right there.
Look at that baby just sitting there. Perfect.
So,
Yes.
we
Oh,
were
yeah.
to pull this to about right there. That's a good length. Huh? About halfway.
And look at the
All right.
canister sitting right up against him like that. It looks nice.
Yeah. Let's see. We even got that about the right.
I know. It looks
Twist that
really
around
good.
just a little bit more, right about right there.
So Mike just added this. I just want to show you. He added this and he just clipped
So
it.
now the tower. See, can you feel the tower right there?
Yeah.
Okay. So now it always has to be right there. No matter how even if
Maybe the counter lung is a little twisted, but
if you index this a different way, the tower is going to be right. The counter lung down here won't be perfect, but
Yeah.
it's not,
It's a really nice way to do it.
And so, but you're right, the counter lung was twisted a little down here. We're going to go more about right there. Okay, let's, I'm going to just actually take the canister part of this off.
And look how fast that boom, boom. It's just so
All right.
nice.
And you can take that off if you want.
So that's a lot. That's kind of relatively new concept of attaching everything there. But it looked really good back there.
Nice.
The unit. I'm talking about.
All right.
did I look like Mike?
All right, here we go, Gus. See how
I'm
we're
just,
doing.
thinking of different options. No way it's always.
And we don't actually do a lot of top loaders.
So,
You know, They're kind of a specialty item that Michael made for people.
You made me one, but
Well, you had to
not on my Sidewinder. Sidewinder, I like it across my chest to the low pressure inflator hose.
You got to be kind of a pretty experienced, very solid diver before he'll do that for somebody.
Ooh, I'm honored.
Turn it the wrong way.
So
Here we go.
we turn our flow up, okay?
Let's see what's going
Gus,
Yeah.
you are at the perfect O2 setting. So what you want to do is
on. Wow, you were right at that
at
point
700.
700. So you must have adjusted. Did you test that? You must have been testing that regularly.
Something the same, huh?
You kept that flow rate perfect.
It is. I mean, this is the perfect example.
Okay, so you're just locking in right where the bungee placement is for Gus's ripped chest.
Yep.
And that will hold those babies tight up against his side, which is a really, really
Well,
nice
one thing
change.
that the camera didn't capture is Mike was saying, if I was building this for the rock, how would I do it? And that's how we're
we
coming
would
up.
disassemble it completely and change it entirely yet again, just like we're doing for yours.
It's just like somebody built like the rock, you know.
Yeah,
Dwayne Johnson.
let me remind you guys of the part that is still remaining that Gus invented, which is no guarantee that will remain. This thing, that's the one thing that he may actually get to retain credit on. Even I don't.
Well, and if you want to keep the over the shoulder, that's cool too. We're just gonna have to route it differently.
Right. If you want to keep it, in other words, if you want an inferior way, we'll let you keep. I'm just saying.
How is
Remember
it
he
inferior
told you
over
to-
the shoulder?
remember he
because
told
I
you to
invented it?
So your MAV is in good shape.
Yeah, it's an
Way
excellent
to
shape.
keep it clean. Good job.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So Gus has maintained his unit very nicely.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
has.
maybe
You have that
we-
tool, right, Gus? Undo your buttons and stuff. Obviously, you do because
I do.
somehow you may. Mm-hmm.
I actually do. I have it because
Well, this one's a little bit different size.
I think I remember one of these in high school, but I used it as a slingshot. I don't know what it does in terms of tools, but it was a heck of a slingshot.
If you want to go, which I think it's a good idea that you had about the bungees. Put a bungee on that side.
That's
You grab that
solid.
on camera.
Yes, that's number two. That's number one or two.
Then
Wow.
we need to add.
That was a good idea.
Would that be about where you could reach it easy?
Yeah. I think so.
You need about 14 inches more than what you have now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to be able to
Of
put it up
course.
here.
Well, you're just connect. Are they switching yours to where you connect it with a
So this is
low pressure
28
inflator hose?
Yes.
plus 14.
So right now, this hose is longer and it plugs back here.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're plugging it in the front.
What we have.
Alright, so we're gonna be testing this guy first, the first stage. You know what Woody's doing?
No, I do not.
Oh boy.
Don't let him in the back.
Oh no. Oh my god.
Yeah, I like that RO 125. My specs are set. I've got my Ream 5/16 for O-rings. Okay, I'm good with that. I'm fine with that.
Oh my.
I'm good with that. Right off this 4.8. That's how I make my dual MAVs.
What?
They're on back order. I've got a lot to do. Yeah, I like to pull my brake. You know, I was just thinking of Mike. I was just thinking of something. I mean, it's just an idea I had. You know, if we had an M2 cutter, this would go way faster. Don't you think? What do you think?
Yeah, but the quality finish is better with this, and faster's not always better. Quality is better.
Well, that's a good point. That's why I suggested the M2 cutter, but we don't always agree, but that's fine. I'll go with the quality. And the specs they're right on. Looks good.
Day 2. KISS Rebreathers. Here's Mike. We're starting day 2 with a lunch break again. So we take that one.
Yeah, let's take the little van.
Okay. go. Yet another amazing lunch.
Let's take this toy van. Look at this thing.
Yep. It's tiny, dude.
That's what they need in Europe. They don't have much room.
Wait.
I guess you're driving then.
Oh my god. Okay.
Take it easy on us.
This is. I mean, people in England are like, of course, that's where you're supposed to be.
This without jerking too much, so you could probably dive beside me.
If I can fit. Okay. This is.
By the way, I have my CDL. Just so you guys know, I'm a real professional driver.
Safety first.
Oh, I guess. We better do the seatbelts. Gus is driving a right-hand drive.
Right. Where am I going to, by the way?
Oh, where do you want? Do you want to go to the same place, or you go to? We'll go up the road a little further.
I was just try something else. Just because we have maxilla filling.
Wow. Same place you said, or different?
No, go somewhere different.
Okay, but that way.
Okay.
This way?
Go down this road.
All right, cool.
Just to try something different.
Just waiting until it gets a little warmed up.
Maxilla filling. Blah, blah, blah.
It's good.
Such a pain.
Wow. Digital.
Yeah. It's in kilometers, so.
Wait.
I like the sound of this
Okay.
little engine.
We're about to find out. Oh. Well,
Easy.
here we go. We don't even need to.
Easy does it.
Oh man.
Putting eye drops in my eyes, so it's not jerking.
Never driven stick shift on the wrong side. But here we are. We're doing it, fam.
Just fine.
This is
600 cc's.
of power. Dude, we're doing it. Didn't even install it once.
And I got my eye
It's just-
drop in while you're
It's
driving.
a little bit different, you know.
I'm gonna drive
Not
it
a
on the
big
way
deal.
home.
No, you should probably not let you
Why?
drive anything.
I'm way better driver than you.
So
Yeah,
the
okay.
turn signal is on that other post.
Oh, it's
closest
right.
to the door.
Oh
So
my-
we want to turn left here.
Left, okay. Okay, I got that one right.
How about that, Woody? Got plenty of room back there?
Yeah, very comfortable back here. I already, with Gus driving, I put my eye drops in, so.
When we was in the Bahamas, they had these things all over the Bahamas. I kept telling Brian, I gotta get one of those vans. I gotta get one of those vans. He thought I was pretty crazy. Wow, look at you, Gus, like a professional.
That's it, we're maxed out. 45.
No, it'll do 55.
Okay. Downhill, you mean?
So after the light, there's a place, a restaurant on the left-hand side up there. They just have new owners, it says.
Okay. We made it, children. Well, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
All right,
many,
you need to go out the back here. Go to the right.
many years of, driving in Europe that I did during those days.
No.
Let me put my seatbelt on. So it's stick and backwards. Wrong side of it. So a number of things I have to do. Gus has
Hey,
zero.
there's no seatbelts back here. Hey, wait a minute.
What, guys?
But I do have an O-ship mark.
This is gonna be a nice ride. Nice smooth ride. No, you're not gonna hear any grinding. No, nobody get nervous.
No, that's it.
Hold on. Where are we going? Just getting,
You just hold out the back here and go
just
right
getting
in.
used to her, baby. I could definitely be delivery man in this. No idea what the blinker is. That's all. Am I going right?
Yeah, go right and then right.
I don't want any jerkiness with mine, so I'm taking it easy. Camera should be nice and steady.
Yeah.
There we go. That was third. I went from first.
Take a left here. Let's see if this is good.
You wanted some downshifting or just straight? Oh, you love that move I just made. It's a little confusing to get it second. There we go. Folks, I have a CDL.
Lazy guy.
I don't go fast. I'm
22 miles an hour.
a CDL driver. We go by the rules, steady, European style. We're not in a rush here. There's no way I'm going fast. No, I'm going, yeah, I just keep her. Oh my God. I can't control the shocks. I mean, I don't manufacture this. Just gonna downshift in this area to show you that I understand downshifting. See? That's like changing gas on the fly on a rebreather. By the way, this thing is an absolute blast. I want one. They're so cool. Think about it. We're like, you know, like have one of these in South Florida. We're shuttling all the dive stuff around. Gets 50 miles to the gallon, Mike said.
Hit it.
This is like driving the first time you drove stick, which I had to do with my dad. There was a car, this is a true story, a mile away. All of a sudden he's like, yanks up the emergency brake on me. The car's up there. You don't see the car up there? You slow down when you see a car. I'm like, it's, Dad, I'm scared of you, but it's a mile away. I mean, never,
Right,
you
right.
slow down.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't see that. I'd like an evaluation, please, if I don't blow it right at this point. Okay. Thank God we made it alive. We made it!
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. So I think it was a pretty successful trip to the KISS factory. We've been planning it for a long time.
Yeah.
I would say for me, you know, it was just an honor to go there.
Yeah.
All these years diving KISS and finally getting to see the quality they put into it and the care, you know, all the various parts and the way they put it together. And it just represented the KISS attitude when we're there. You know, it's like a big happy family. And I really like that.
It gives you guys another glimpse of what our trips are like. And if you enjoy this video, make sure you click on this other one where we went to the Bonterra mine in Missouri,
That was great.
in case you haven't seen it.
Bye, everybody.